What's up, everybody? It's Mr. Red. This is another TDM gameplay on Tehran Highway. I think I went 22 and 5 or 10 or I got the MVP ribbon. So let's just go with that. Um, I wanted to talk about the Rage videos that I've been putting out. This week I wanted to put out one, but over the last few weeks, our community's been busy with games like Skyrim. When that came out, we were really hardcore into that. We put so much time into that game in like the first 3 days, it was ridiculous. And then this week with the holiday season and a few people in our community had some things going on. I know Zane was, finishing up with school. A lot of us didn't really play much since the last video that I made. With that being said, I did have a bunch of clips that I could have put together a video and put out for you guys, but my goal in the series is to progressively get better, and I felt like if I would have put together a video with the clips that I had, it just would have been more of the same. Next week, though, I promise you, next week will be a video, and it will be much better than the ones that I put out so far, because I have a lot of ideas floating around in my head, and I'm really excited to get them all together. But I do need more gameplay, better content, and the next, you know what? But with with that being said as well, a lot of us are participating in the Star Wars beta this weekend. But the series is definitely it's going to keep going on. Anyways, I wanted to talk about the thoughts on the patch that came out for BF3 on November 22nd. It was, I believe. Uh, Now I have a list here. Keep in mind that this isn't the full list. I just jotted down some main points that were on the actual forum post on Battlelog that I felt needed to be talked about. If you want the full list, you can go. I'll put the link in the description. You can go check them out for yourself. But these are just some points that I found to be, significant to me, and I just want to give you my thoughts on it. First are the gameplay adjustments. It says the spawn protection now should work in Conquest. You should no longer spawn on points too close to enemies. This, from my experience, ever since I've played since the patch, it has I have noticed a difference there. I can't guarantee that it's 100% fixed, but they have made some improvements on that. Next is you should no longer spawn too close to enemies in TDM and Squad Deathmatch. This I play TDM when nobody else is on. I was just playing tonight, actually, and if anything, from my experience, I think that the spawns in TDM have gotten worse than they were before. That's pretty much all that I can say. They really need to do something about that for the people that are really into Team Deathmatch. It's really frustrating. Next is increased damage of the 44 Magnum. If I recall correctly, in the beta, and I know it was just the beta, the 44 Magnum was a one-shot kill, if I'm not mistaken. Granted, it was the beta. However, in the actual game, the 44 Magnum, if anything, was a two-shot kill. So increasing the damage of that, I don't get the point. But whatever, to each his own. I rarely get killed by it anyways. So next is slightly increase the range of the P90 and MP7 and PDW. This is great because all of those guns except the PDW suck. So whatever gets that going, that's great. Reduce damage of 50 cal weapons against helicopters. I have never shot down a helicopter with 50 cal. I don't think I ever will. Obviously, I won't now, and I wasn't aware that it was an issue. But whatever. Advanced squad polish. It should be more intuitive to join squads. They made huge improvements. Say if you and three of your friends get into a game, you're not in a squad, and then you want to join a squad, but one guy gets into the game before and he wants to start the squad. Now he can join a squad by himself. There doesn't need to be another person trying to join that squad at exactly the same time. So then when the rest of the players get in, they can join that squad. It is more intuitive, it's color coded, and it's just overall it's better. Last on the gameplay adjustments, this isn't really gameplay related, I don't think, but this was that's what they put it under in the forum post. It says you should now get a better error message when being disconnected via Battlelog. This is kind of a hot button issue with me because ever since the server patch, here's how it goes when I'm trying to join a server. Okay, the first one is What does it say? It says, God, I'm trying to remember what the first error message says. Anyway, I get an error message first, okay? Not too sure what it says. The next one is, um, you have been disconnected from the server. That's great. I wasn't even in the server, so I don't know how I got disconnected from it. The third one is, this happens 3 times, every single time. It's like clockwork, I swear to God. The third time is you were disconnected from EA Online. I'm like, that's awesome, man. This, Battlefield 3 for the win. Origin, Battlelog, this is great. Then the next time, the fourth time that I try it, I get in the server, no problem. So, I don't know. And that leads me to the server changes. Okay. General performance and loading time improvements with this next patch. Absolutely not. Because when I'm trying to join the server, when it actually works, the fourth, little go round that I have to go just to join the damn server, it takes forever. I feel like I'm loading the level forever. And I have a very capable PC. So this shouldn't be happening. Loading time improvements, I see maybe 50% of the time I get in the game before the game is actually started. The other 50% of the time, I'm in the game and, it's a quarter of the way over already. I'm not exaggerating there. It's very frustrating. I feel like I'm missing out on a lot of the action. It's just, it needs to be changed, and I don't think they did a very good job with it in this patch. Next is fix several crashes when joining multiplayer and co-op sessions. This, obviously, from what I just told you a few seconds ago, has not been fixed. And co-op, me and Laffy were playing co-op a few days ago, and I have to say it was the most buggy experience ever. I've played co-op before with Ryan, and co-op, it was fine. But I played a couple of days ago because I wanted to get all the unlocks for it, and it seemed like co-op was the buggiest thing ever. Laffy got stuck in a tunnel. One time he dropped through the map completely and he kept falling. He couldn't, we had to restart so many times. It was really frustrating. And then next is black screen fix for issues occurring on some PC configurations. I can only speak for myself. I haven't noticed any black screen since the patch, but with that being said, I think I only noticed, I only got like maybe 2 or 3 black screens before that, and it only happened when I was joining certain servers. So, that might be a different issue altogether. But on my PC, it's definitely fixed. Anyways, that is my thoughts on the patch. If you want to check out our community, you can go to www.perniciousIntent.com. Check out my personal YouTube channel. It's youtube.com/Mr. KingRed12. I'll put that in the description below. You can search Pernicious Intent on Battlelog, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Be sure to check out the Rage. Like I said, the Rage videos should be out either next week or the week after, depending on how much we play together as a group, because that's really the only way I get clips for that. So anyways, have a nice Thanksgiving, and I will talk to you guys later.